Alright, what's good, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are on upgraded Deca training facility. So I'm not sure if you guys remember, but a few months ago, I want to say now, there was a Deca facility brought out, and it was just really bumpy and rough everywhere. It was quite a difficult track. It wasn't really played a lot, but it was definitely played like quite a few times that most people wouldn't know what it is. But yeah, someone has brought out a new version of it. I don't think it's the same person. I'm like 90% sure it's a completely different person that's made it. But yeah, we're going to be checking it out. So basically this track's got a massive upgrade. Trying out the KTM as well. Obviously I've been riding the Husky the entire season. But I don't know, I fancy a little switch up as we're like a few rounds in now. And I thought KTM is the exact same bike as the Husky. Jesus. KTM is the exact same bike as the Husky, same weight, same power, everything like that. So there's not really any reason. The only thing that it feels different about is setups. Because obviously you can't run the exact same setup as what I'm on the Husky. So it's still got to get, still got to get used to it, but it isn't anything different to the Husky. Kind of. Same weight, same power. So shouldn't feel crazily amount different. But I'm enjoying it in a minute. I've only really grown today, and I've also got this nice MX model swap on it as well. That what's his name? Frankie made. I have asked Frankie for a Husky model. I asked him a few days ago, but I've not had anything back from him yet. So hopefully I can get a Husky model at some point for the team, because he makes them for the MX1's team. So I'll ask him for a model, but yeah, like I said, I've not had anything back from him yet. So hopefully I can get one soon. Just something like this really, because this has got like the whole discard thing, it's got fat bar, it's got good levers on it, it's got a nice acro pipe. There's a lot of stuff that I like about the KTM model swap. I think it looks more visually pleasing than what the Husky does, because obviously the Husky, it doesn't have a model swap on it. There is the OEM project one, but I use that for the handguards mostly. I don't really use the twin wheel bar for no handguards. I prefer the fat bar for Supercross, so all just personal preference. But yeah, hopefully Frankie can get back to me soon. It's been about 3 or 4 days now since I've asked him, so hopefully I can get a reply from him soon, and yeah, try and get a Husky model swap so the bike looks a little bit cooler, a little bit better. Yeah, you guys would have seen it by now, but I made my SX debut for AJP on the Friday, which was Arlington, round 7 of the aerial season. Managed to get a P8. I had a battle the entire race with, I think it was JB and Holmes. Literally the entire race I was in a battle. I think I had like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 laps where there was no one pressuring me. So a very stressful race, but looking back at it, it was a very enjoyable race. I had fun. Wasn't really a whole lot going on other than that, really. I more just battled them to the entire race. Heat race was very, we'll start qualifying actually. Qualifying was the most stressful qualifying I think I've ever had. I had 1 lap count out of all qualifying. I was 90% sure I wasn't even making it in. But luckily the 1 lap that I did qualified me 25th, and I made it in because obviously it's top 40 for Supercross. So somehow I still qualified, 1 lap count in that qualifying, but hopefully that isn't an issue that happens again. There was about 2 or 3 people that were having the issue, so there wasn't really much Stone could do about it. But yeah, luckily the lap time that I did actually got me in. The lap time I got was a 49.3. I really didn't think I was going to qualify me in the 49s, but qualified me 25th, so I'll take it. Honestly, none of my laps are counting. I left the lobby, I rejoined and everything. Set another lap after I rejoined, laps didn't count. So it wasn't a game issue, it was definitely a track issue. I thought it was my game. So I restarted it, and yeah, still my laps didn't count after restarting it. So it's definitely a track issue. I'm not really sure what the issue was, because I've ridden it in testing before qualifying. Obviously we have about 20 minutes to learn the track, so I had about 20 minutes just running lap after lap after lap. The best I got when the track first came out was a 47.5, and then yeah, in qualifying I got a 49.3 because my laps aren't counting. So I'm not really sure what the issue was. I did a few couple of these today as well, and once again no issues, so I really don't know what's going on. Testing fine, couple of these today fine, and then qualifying not fine. So I really don't know what's going on the issue there. I haven't changed any of my lines. I'm still doing the same lines. It's not like I was cutting the track or anything like that, or doing a random line that was, cutting me off the track or anything like that. It's nothing like that. So I'm not really sure what's happening. But yeah, luckily still made it in. Heat race as well. Same heat race. Same thing as always happens in heat races. Once again, did the Aiden and pulled the whole shot, and then decided to crash on the first swim section because I thought you could on-off. If you guys have the track, you know what on-off I'm talking about. You go left-hand around the first corner, and then instead of going on-off, you have to sort of jump on it or over it. You have to sort of go on it and roll off the other side of it, or go on and then roll off. So it's all go over it. So it was really weird because I didn't know that. I didn't do any practice starts because I was stressing over the qualifying and then trying to qualify. And then by the time I checked the qualifying thing on my speed, saw I was in, heats are pretty much up. So I didn't get to run any laps in testing beforehand, didn't get to run any practice starts, nothing. I went into the heat race absolutely blind to where I was meant to go around the first corner, or what rhythm I'm meant to be hitting. And yeah, I pulled the whole shot. So it's not like I could just follow someone and follow their lines and see what lines they were doing. I literally was just hoping they worked. I thought, oh yeah, on off, decent, let's go for it. No, nowhere near. Absolutely front flipped the hell out of myself. And yeah, the usual thing when you start at the back of the race, you get ploughed about 40 different times by 20 different people. And then yeah, I think I ended up going from 20th, I think I was in about 18th, 20th around that area. And then just pushed the entire race. I think I went like 18th to 15th to 12th to 8th to 7th, and then managed to get into 6th. Just charged my way through. I'm sort of in a comfortable spot now, Supercross. I'm recording this on the, what is it today, Monday? Yeah, Monday, so you guys will see us on Wednesday, I assume, unless anything else comes up. But yeah, I'm only doing selected rounds of GP, so I did the pre-season. Didn't go as planned. I'm not doing it because of that. It was the plan before the pre-season. Just going to be basically doing selected rounds that I want to do. It's just an extra, $2 that I don't really have to pay. It's not for anything, GP. I know Aerial isn't really for anything, but I much prefer the whole AMA series and the layout schedule and everything like that more than the GPs. I'm just not a fan of GP tracks. I've said it before, but I'm not a fan of some of the GP tracks. Nothing against JV, nothing against his tracks. I love JV's tracks, makes, the best tracks in the game, really. But I'm just not a fan of the layouts. I don't like big, rolly, rough kind of tracks. And as you guys know, I'm absolutely horrible at soundtracks, and there's quite a few soundtracks in the GP season, so I don't really want to stress over the season too much, and then obviously start having bad rounds. I'd rather just focus on Aerial, just focus on one series. That's why I don't really race any other series, unless it's obviously like a main series. I know GP is a main series, but unless it's something that I'm going to enjoy and everyone else is doing it, I don't really do it. But yeah, just basically going to focus on Aerial. I think I prefer Supercross and the AMA track layouts, so just going to stick with that. I've got my messages about Qatar as well, so that's pretty cool. I've got my messages about Qatar. It's going to be a very, very long weekend. I can already say that. I think I have to get to the airport for about 4:30 in the morning. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to miss an area round because that's Friday morning that I have to leave. So a little bit annoying that I missed an area round, but a free trip to Qatar with VIP pit pass and everything, I'm not going to complain that I have to miss an area round. So a little bit frustrated for points, but Cam's missing it as well, Lynn's will miss it as well, and then I'll have to miss a round, and then I believe everyone else that sort of was top 10 in Italy are going to have to miss a round as well anyway. So hopefully it doesn't drop me back too much. I need to just try and do well in Daytona this week on Friday. I need to just try and do well in Daytona and try and get as many points as I can, and just sort of create a gap to the guy behind me to the point where even if I do miss a round, it's not going to drop me down anywhere in points. Yes, it'll be annoying because obviously I'll lose points. I'll go from probably like 15 up to like, I don't know, 9, 8, so points up hopefully. So, but yeah, a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Free trip to Qatar, can't really complain. Went to Hawkstone International as well over the weekend. That was good. Very, very enjoyable weekend. To be honest, it's good to see some GP races. I've not watched any GP riders before. I've only ever watched the British Nationals, really. I've never watched Jeffrey Herlings or Adamo. I've met Adamo before because I met him in Italy. But yeah, I've never got to actually watch any of them lot race. So it's good to see Febvre race, to see Jonas race, and Herlings, and Coldnorth, all them. It was good to watch that. And yeah, got to meet up with some of the bikes guys again, got to see Linz again, got to meet Charlie, got on a Rustler. Fun fact, my dad actually knew him. So Charlie actually used to do race meets with my dad. So that's a very funny coincidence, but got to meet Oles as well. He's on the AJP team. And yeah, got to see Cam as well, which is nice to see Cam again. And yeah, I'll get to see Cam and Linz in Qatar again. I think I'm going to be chauffeuring around Cam and Harley, who are going to Qatar as well. Because you have to be a certain age to rent out a car. And obviously Cam and Harley aren't old enough to do that, so... And I'm going with my dad, so my dad's basically just going to be driving us around. So, but I mean, we're at the same hotel, going to the same track at the same time of the day. You know, there's no reason that I can't take him around. So, going to be good. Basically, spending the whole weekend away with Cam and Harvey, and we'll see Linz there again as well, no doubt. Be good to sort of see everyone again. I think that'll be what, like that'll be the third time I think I'll meet Linz and Cam. So, that'll be quite good. But yeah, racing was good. Kenzie Marshall made his MX2 debut. He was actually doing really, really well in the first race. Yeah, he'd done quite well for his first race in MX2. The track got absolutely brutal towards the end. The track is known for being really, really rough, but I've been there once before at Hawkstone and it wasn't wet, so it didn't really break down like it did this weekend. And my god, was the track horrible. It was so sketchy everywhere, just kickers everywhere, like big ruts all the way up the jumps. Everyone's getting kicked around to the point where not even like hurdles that would jump in the jumps. It got that deep and rough. It was very enjoyable to watch though. It was a cold weekend, but you know, I brought loads of jackets and stuff. Got to meet Ben as well, the owner of the AJP team. Good to meet him. I think I might give Ben a message at some point next week or during the week, but as I'm going to Qatar, I might see if he's got any AJP clothes I can wear. Whether it's just like a hat, t-shirt, something like that. Just for me and my dad to wear around in Qatar, or just me. But I think that'd be quite cool to have. I think just wear some AJP stuff, promote the team in a completely different country. That'll do it from me. Appreciate you guys watching. This is a free track by Nosy Mods. It's an updated version of the Deca facility. It's actually quite fun. It's very, very thin. I'm not sure what racing will be like on it. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.